Hi there. This is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing our second week of free speed readings. These are 3-minute or less readings that I am doing until May 17th, May 18th, 2018. So the first reading that is up is our friend Anne, and she, I presume, wants a general reading on money, work, and love. She didn't specifically say what she was looking for in those areas, so we're just going to go with the flow on her reading. We've got 3 minutes on the timer, and we're going to do an oracle reading for Anne. So let us go ahead and get started. So I won't count the initial shuffling. I'm going to have 2 cards, because I do jumping cards, by the way, so that's why I don't like to include a lot of the shuffling time. This is for Anne. I don't like to have a lot of shuffling counted against people who I'm doing readings for, because I really primarily exclusively deal with jumping cards as my card. Rarely do I pick unless it's just not happening with the jumper. All right, we are looking, Spirit, at some overall general energy surrounding Anne's love life. Thank you so much for the cards pertaining to her finances and her work life. Okay. All right. So, looking at your work and your money life, we have with this deck here the raise or promotion card. It says here, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So what I get a sense here is that you are going to, in this next coming month or so, be faced with the loveliness of a raise or a promotion in your job or in your work life or in your business life. And that is going to definitely boost your finances in the next coming months. And then partnership came up. It says, allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So perhaps you're going to need to lean on a partnership in order to get this raise or promotion, a partnership with another colleague or coworker or boss, or maybe even your own lover, partner, spouse, but there is a partnership that is also on the horizon if you are not already in a partnership, and this will weigh heavily on how you are able to manifest more abundance into your life and to grow what it is that you're trying to grow, whether it's a place of employment you're trying to grow at or your business. And then engagement jumped for your love card. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And this could mean that you are actually literally getting engaged in the coming month. This could mean that your relationship is engaging in going into a deeper or ascending to a higher level. It also could mean that even if you're not in a relationship, you are engaging in a connection with yourself. You're engaging with people around you. The sense of engagement is not necessarily just about you getting married. It is also about engaging in a relationship with yourself, and therefore being able to be totally present in the relationship with your lover. So it bodes well for your love and work life, for the next coming month. We only have about 10 seconds, and that's the problem with general cards or general readings, is that they can become broad, and unfortunately I can't get much more in there without a specific question. But like I said, and with the engagement card, like if we look here, it's saying here, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So all in all, in this, as you move into this next season, things are going to be progressing beautifully for you in both the work abundance sector of your life as well as love. Thank you so much for asking your question. I really appreciate it. Many blessings to you, my dear. Next up, we have Tammy. And Tammy wanted to know she wanted to know, will she ever have abundance in her life? And before I start the timer, I want to say that the question, will I ever have abundance in my life, already seems to have the energy of lack and the energy of not being able to have abundance at all. Not having experienced it and not going to experience it. So instead of asking, will I ever have abundance, we're going to ask, how can Tammy tap into her abundance? How can she change her abundance story? What can she do to bring more abundance into her life? Make it as if it is so, like it's going to happen. You just now need to see the path to get there. So that is what I wanted to preface before we get started. Also, I'm going to use the Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle to look at your abundance story, your past, present, and future, what advice Spirit may have. And then we'll try to pull quickly, if we have time, a card from the Abundance Angels Oracle. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to shuffle first and get the cards laid out and then do the reading, okay? To try to maximize on our time. A little cheat, but hey, I'm allowed. I can do that. So we're going to shuffle. The only reason why I'm doing it this way and why I don't count the shuffling time is because I do jumping cards. So sometimes it takes a while for all the cards to jump. So I don't count that time against the querent. All right. So we are looking at Tammy's abundance story, her past, present, and future, and then some guidance, Spirit, on what she can do to bring more abundance into her life. Abundance is hers for the taking. We just now need for her to see it. Past, present. Okay. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit? All right, and then what advice, Spirit, do you have for Tammy on her relationship with abundance? Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, Tammy. So first up, we have, when we're looking at your abundance story here, we're looking at blood, like what was passed down to you. Your abundance story came from your parents' story, and their story came from their parents' story. It was passed on, heritage, your ancestry passed this on. Perhaps that's where you may have gotten the lack mentality, the feeling like there's never enough, that can cover the expenses from month to month, week to week. But now, you can change that. You can give your story a new sense of vitality and break the cycle of the lack story that many of us have been told over and over again. And it's not our parents' fault or their parents' fault. It just is time to break the cycle and take a look at it. In your present time, what Spirit wants you to know is you have the power to take a look at this, to look at your past, see how this lighthouse is looking this way, looking at your heritage, looking at what was passed down to you, that line of thinking. And now you can shine a light on it and see it for what it really is, right? The lighthouse gives you the strength to weather a storm. This looking back is something that will help you navigate through times of lack and through times of abundance. This being able to have a certain perspective on things. And from that, you're going to have spiritual growth. So in your present and then moving to your future, this is what you have going for you. It's time to take a look at it. Look at your abundance story and stop talking about why you don't have something, what you don't have, and focus on what you do have. 26, we have Pop It. And Pop It is about manipulation, brainwashing, having control over someone. And that could very well be what's been going on here. It's time to take control over your thoughts so you can manifest this coin. This represents your abundance. This represents tapping into your intuition. What it is do you love to do? These cards say exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And you need to do this through exercise. You also need to choose a meaningful exercise that means something to you and organize for success. Are you disorganized right now? Because that is also blocking your blessings. So I want to leave you with this, Tammy. I'd love to actually do a more in-depth reading with you when you would like at some point. But just take a look at the stories that you've been saying about your finances. And now start to take a look at what you positive things you can say. Even if you could say, look, I only have so much, like $5.22 right now. Hey, that's more than some other people. You have to start celebrating even the smallest of successes, okay? And you need to get organized. You need to start focusing on what it is that you want to do, to have fun, to make money by having fun. And yes, exercising, getting your stamina up and ready for the good fight. Sorry, I had to go over, but I just wanted to share that with you. It's time to tell a different story for yourself. All right? Thank you so much for your question. Many blessings to you, my love. Take care. Hi, Denise. We are doing your reading here, your speed reading, and we are asking Spirit, will her partner reveal his true feelings to her? And so before we get started, I'm just going to shuffle. Spirit, I'd like to know, what's the situation between Denise and her partner, or the guy she's thinking about here? What's going on? Okay, and then what are the energies surrounding will Denise's fellow reveal his true feelings? What are the energies surrounding him revealing them? And what are his true feelings? What is the outcome card of this relationship? All right. I have got a lot to say in 3 minutes. So I'm going to try and make this as snappy as I possibly can. All right, here we go. Okay, so, lots to say here. So when we're asking the question, will he reveal his true feelings? We have the Devil card here, and it's the Crone card. And you see a snake slithering away, and this person's kind of tormented. I get a sense that he, for whatever reason, there's something binding him, like the devil, where it's bound, not being able to tell you, not really willing to tell you, like the Four of Pentacles, kind of holding things close to the vest, kind of being a little stingy with information, and withholding in a way that is telling me that there's something going on. With the Devil card, I mean, we're dealing with some kind of inner struggles, perhaps, that's going on with the person you're having your question about. Maybe there's some addictions going on his part. There's some, I don't know. I don't understand what the holdup is as to why he's not wanting to reveal, but I don't get a sense with the Devil card that there's going to be some revealing. The reason being is we have the Three of Swords here. There's some heartbreak, some disappointments that have happened in the past in your relationship and that continue to perpetuate and going forward. And so with this card that comes up, worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. I get a sense that if it's not this partner, it could be someone else that's more worth waiting for. Or perhaps this is just saying, hey, real divine love where you don't have to pull information out of someone is worth waiting for. It takes time to get there. Maybe it's time for you to, what Spirit is trying to say here is to go hermit. This is the Hermit card. To go within, to pull within, to kind of pull away from this relationship for a moment to see what comes about. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says here that, in terms of love, it's going to take some time. The Pentacles is a slow moving suit energy. It takes time for it to manifest. We're talking like a year or more. We're talking winter time. Like if right now we're in spring in the Northern Hemisphere, we're talking winter time by the time you see some movement in the relationship or in your love life. But with these cards here, I have concerns for you. I don't get a sense that he is going to reveal his true feelings because he's got some torments there and he's being stingy with the information and it's causing constant heartbreak for you, my dear. So Denise, please, with this card, worth waiting for, know that this is true. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I'd love to do a more in-depth love reading for you. I do have various readings options and a specific in-depth reading for love. You may want to check it out because, I think some more in-depth looking at this would be helpful and beneficial. Anyways, thank you so much for your lovely question. It was succinct. This was what kind of question I need when we're doing these 3-minute readings. Thank you so much for your question. Many blessings to you, my dear. Much love. Talk to you later. Okay, so now we are moving on to Zahra, and Zahra has a lovely question about financial freedom. I'm assuming she wants to know how she can have more financial freedom in her life. So we are going to ask the Abundance Angels Oracle and the Tarot. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and then the reading part will be contained to 3 minutes, or try to be contained to 3 minutes. Spirit, we are looking for, how can Zahra have more financial freedom in her life? Are there any other messages? Okay. All right, and then we're going to ask the tarot now for Zahra. How can she have more financial freedom in her life? Okay. Nice. All right. I'm going to stop there for now because I can get carried away and then we run out of time and then I'm sad. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit the timer for how can Zahra have more financial freedom in her life. So here we go. So first up, what comes up here is I want to look at the oracle first this time. It says, detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Are you hanging out with some Debbie Downers? Are you hanging out with people who are always borrowing money? Are you hanging out with people who are bad with their own money, who are like just negative and who aren't really working or doing what they need to be doing? So just take a look at who you're keeping your company with, because that could really definitely affect your money mindset and your abundance mindset. If you want more financial freedom, you're going to have to start kind of hanging out with and kind of being in company with like-minded people. Like if you want to start thinking about starting a business surrounding your interests. For me, I'm starting a business surrounding my interest in crystals and tarot. What's your interest? Is it, whatever it may be. Maybe you could start a side business on the side from that. You could very well get a raise or promotion. Perhaps you just recently had a raise or promotion. And this card also could portend that this is actually coming to you. It says here, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. I get a sense that as you move forward from this reading forward, maybe in the next month or so, you are going to be taking steps to affirm and have more abundance in your life. In terms of detoxing, we have here the Four of Swords. You see here where this person is in a meditative state. In your quest to detox your friendships, maybe having some Zen time, having some meditative time, affirmations, writing out your affirmations, posting them in your home where you can see them. Very important to building your financial freedom, meditating on what it is you want in your life and how, and don't worry about the how so much. Worry about what it is you want and the why. You have Three of Pentacles here. These are, great works being worked on. This is a collaborative effort. Perhaps you need to maybe start thinking about partnerships in terms of growing and expanding a business idea. You're going to be faced with a choice in the near future about whether it is you're going to be pursuing something that's more practical or whether you're going to be pursuing something that really stirs your mental clarity, stirs your soul. Your financial abundance is going to grow as a result of you having to make this choice. But a choice is going to come soon for you. And it's going to deal with whether you accept maybe moving forward with a company or if you are going to strike out on your own. So, and not necessarily on your own, but maybe to another, on your own in terms of maybe another company or on you starting your own business. Well, I could go on and on in your case, but I'm not. It's because I have to be succinct and stop. Anyways, thank you so much, Zahra, for your lovely question and for submitting it to me. Many, many blessings to you. Much love to you. And thanks again. Thank you so much for watching.